Today we're going to take a look at how you can breathe life into your video content with the perfect background music track. Hey everyone, Charlie here, Vidyard's social media manager. I spend a good portion of my day creating, sharing, and watching my fair share of video content, so I have a pretty good idea of what works and what doesn't. Today we're going to be focusing on background music for your videos. It's one of those things that's easy to overlook if you're just getting started, but music is undoubtedly a crucial element to your video's production. And you can't just go ahead and slap a random piece of music on your video. It's got to be the right piece of music, because music sets the tone for your entire video. Let's look at a quick example. Say you've got a piece of video with a clown. First, imagine you've added upbeat, happy music, something you might hear at a 5-year-old's birthday party. Now, picture that same clip with spooky, scary movie music, something you'd hear in a horror film. It completely changes how you feel about that piece of video, doesn't it? Now that you get why music matters, let's dive into how to choose the right music track for your video, some important things to consider, and where to find music that you're actually allowed to use. So let's dive into how to find the right music track for your video. Here are some of the tips for getting started. Start by thinking about what purpose music has in your video. For some types of videos, music is crucial to the story. For others, it's a subtle addition in the background. If your video involves a lot of talking, be careful to avoid music that uses the same tones and notes as the human voice, because that could drown them out. Some instruments to be wary of include guitar, violin, cello, viola, and some piano and keyboard instruments. On the flip side, bass and ambient music tend to be complementary to the human voice while also offering some emotional tones. Next, we need to figure out which genre of music is best for your video. These are the emotional associations with several different types of popular music. Cinematic music is big, sweeping, grand, and victorious. Corporate music is engaging, inviting, and unobtrusive. Ambient music is soothing, centered, and calm. Comedic music is bubbly, fun, bright, and exciting. Rock music is raw, gritty, and substantial. And finally, funk music is bright and unapologetic. Next, we need to determine the budget for your background music. Obviously, the bigger the budget, the greater the options. But don't worry. Even if your budget is small or non-existent, there are plenty of great tracks that you'll have to choose from. You might just need to be a little bit more flexible on what you're looking for, and you'll need to spend a little bit more time hunting around the Creative Commons, finding that perfect audio track. If you've got a bigger budget, you might want to consider hiring a composer. This is your best bet if you want custom music, like a score for a video with lots of mood changes, or a theme song for a new video series you've created. Hiring a composer is a great way to give your music a branded feel, because whatever piece of music they're creating can be exclusive to your brand. As you strive to select the right track, think about your viewers' taste, then select the piece of music that speaks to your audience. If your viewers are from across demographics, it's probably best to play it a little safe. Corporate tones, ambient music, or classic rock are best in this situation. But if your audience skews a little bit younger, you may want to consider indie rock, hip-hop, electronica, or dance music. Now that you've had a chance to think about what kind of music to use, it's time to start actually finding that music. If you've already got a particular piece of music or a song in mind, you can use that as a reference track to find the piece of music that you're actually allowed to use. Some music sites make it even easier. Simply upload that track to their service, and they'll give you a list of suggestions of pieces of music that you can use. As you start looking for music, it's important to have at least a basic understanding of music licensing. There are 4 main types of song license. 1. Free. 2. Limited license. 3. Paid license. And 4. Rights managed. Be sure to know which kind you're looking for and use it according to the applicable rules. Marketers typically use free and paid licensed music tracks for their videos. There are plenty of great places to find royalty-free music. Try visiting a few different sites to see if they have what you want. Here's a great list of popular options. Those are just a few of the Vidyard team's top tips for choosing the right background music for your video. We'd love to hear about how you're choosing the right piece of music for your videos. Drop your questions or advice in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.